God humbled me. In the beginning, I don't even know that I could survive it. I found myself in a situation where I did not even understand how I got there to start. Yeah. Music was something I did not want to actually identify with again. I hated music so much, anything entertainment. I didn't even know I could come back to music again. Anybody that wants to help you, that is stressing you too much, is not from God. Your helper will not stress you. Your helper will not make a demand on you. I did go stay in America. I thought we were going to be for like normal trip where I just go for 2 to 3, 4 weeks, because then if there is something I could not stand is to live outside Nigeria.
All right, I'm having a sit down with a legendary Nigerian music icon. And anybody who has followed the music scene over time will recognize this name. The younger people, and I'm surprised at the number of younger people who actually still know this guy, Dekunle Fuji. Such a pleasure to be sitting down with you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. It's a pleasure to be hanging around with you.
Yeah. So the pleasure is quite mutual, and I'm excited. There's a whole lot. So I last time we were having a conversation, I was paying attention to the reaction from young people.
Okay.
So some young people, Dekunle Fuji, they get it. Others are Dekunle Fuji. And then somebody just goes, mo like Jesu gone. Mo fẹ́ràn Jesu gone. They're like, yeah. So, and that tells you how unique that sound was. It was a border breakout gospel song that blended Fuji at a time when, just at the time when the music scene was here, there, and everywhere. Fuji was a big deal, but Fuji usually was associated not so much with, there were a lot of negative connotations. And then out of nowhere, and again, because of slangs, the kind of slangs that the Fuji musicians, street slangs, and, oftentimes war between the acts themselves. So at this time, people thought that, Fuji, and Fuji had a huge following. And then you came up with gospel thing.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah. So
the uniqueness is the fact that marrying gospel with Fuji. And most times people don't understand.
Yeah.
Bible said, as it was in the beginning, so it is right now, and forever and ever it will continue. Music started from heaven. Some people are doing it 24/7. Holy, and they are not moving. So it is people that decide to tag this is this. And God's concept of music is just to praise and to worship Him.
Yeah.
And I realized that Fuji is a very unique kind of sound that even somebody that has no legs will want to dance to it.
Yeah.
I've experimented this so many times, and I realized that it's groovy. It's take away your sorrow right away. So I was like, wow, that would be nice if I to do evangelism, because as an evangelist, by calling, I'm always thinking of different ideas to get people's attention.
Yeah.
And I tried it, started from my church. Fountain of Life Church, where I started from. And the first time I had that performance, Pastor Taiwo just said, "Oh, Dekunle, God is telling me to tell you that I'm going to use this to take you all over the world." And I thought, when your pastor actually likes what you're doing, at times you think they're just fooling or they're just psyching you.
Yeah.
So I had a crusade somewhere in Surulere with House on the Rock. They set up the old crusade ground, and I was expecting the pastor to start, and the pastor said, "No, it's your show." And I started doing my song. A man came on stage, poured out all his bag of jazz voodoo
Wow.
on this altar, and he gave his life to Christ with
Wow.
nobody talking to him, or So I realized that this is a good tool for evangelism, and that was how I started doing it. Maybe along the line I got carried away.
Yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
But the reason for that is to evangelize.
Yeah. Okay.
And I try to tell people, please, because when David killed 10,000, the way people were hailing David almost cost him his life.
Mm-hmm.
So people they do Fuji.
Yeah.
But for me, I just I infuse Fuji into gospel music, and it's been working.
No doubt.
And I share with another friend of mine, Mike Abdul. This was something about years back. I said, Mike, I saw a revelation. I saw a lot of gospel Fuji artists coming up. And it's going to be all over the place. So right now, the game has changed. We have Testimony Jaga, fantastic individual. We have Bidemi Olauba. And there is more to come. So I always tell people, when you're doing something good, attractive, lucrative, other people will try it too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Pure Water was one person's idea. Everybody is doing it. Cool FM was one of the only radio station in this area for a very long time.
Yeah.
But people saw the glamour, they saw what is out, A lot of people, they decided to flood their radio station.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, if it's not Panadol, it can never be like Panadol.
Yeah. And the owners of that brand will pay us. Hopefully, if we can come. All right. The universality of music is not in doubt.
Yes.
And, you've latched onto it, and it's been brilliant. But not many people know much about you before you burst into limelight.
Yes.
People don't even know that you are royalty, for instance.
Yeah, but for a very long time, I used to I don't want to talk about that aspect of me. That I came from a royal family. I'm from Ikpetumodu in Osun State. My dad was one of the late kings that passed away. But when you look back and there's nothing to show in that direction, you don't want to talk about it. And I went through a lot growing up. That's why I always tell people, God has turned my story around, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But I didn't know that I have family, like the family members that I know now.
Yeah.
20 years ago, 15 years ago, I didn't know them. But I thank God, because God has washed me, polished me, and that's why some people can actually identify and say, hey, Well, I remember one time Pastor Taiwo told me, oh, I kind of met your dad. Not one-on-one, but I've seen him from afar. And that made him had an interest. And his wife, Pastor Bimbo, said, oh, your journey ahead of you is far, is good, is big. You have to go back to school and finish at least get your first degree, which I was able to do. Unilag.
Theater arts.
Yes, theater art. And I thank God for going through that process. And I thought I was, when people don't want to help you, they will always tell you to go back and do certain things. It's not that they don't want to help you. They just know that the tools they're asking you to go pick up will help you along the line, And honestly, I'm the one benefiting from it now, not them.
Did you practice, did you at any time consider, or did you do theater?
Yes, I acted in about almost 12 movies. One of the most popular one was the one I did with Tunde Kilani.
Yeah.
Abeni, part 1 and part 2. I participated in, I acted in Campus Screen 2. And there was a guy of my friend, Kade Peters of blessed memory. We used to do flatmate together back then. And I tried. And there was another lady that I would never forget, Buki Wright. She met me on set, and she actually told me, I'm using you for to play a lead in one of our movies then. And I felt like, wow. And I tried a couple of movies, but music, the money in music, the preparation for it is actually way bigger than acting. But acting is something that is my first love. I will always go back to it.
No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. So at some point, you packed your bags and jackpot.
I did not jackpot. There was no jackpot when I left. So let's correct that.
Now we know what it
now
is.
Now we know what.
But it wasn't jackpot then. When did you leave Nigeria?
2011.
Okay.
September 9, 2011. So you can say 9/11
Yeah.
trip.
Yes. Ah.
Yeah.
You were in the air that day.
Yes. I got to the airport. I've never seen security beefed up like that before. I was like, Father Lord, like Yoruba would say, don't let me walk the day the road is hungry.
Yeah.
I said, God, what is this? And they told me it's not about you. We're just doing our job, so keep moving. And I like that because, coming from Nigeria, when you see heavy armed forces, personnel like that on ground, there is no how you walk through them, they will not harass you. So I was like, oh my God, what am I doing here? And the guy said, no, it's not about you. Just keep moving. And later someone told me what was going on, which I really understand. But I didn't go stay in America. I thought it was going to be for like normal trip where I just go for 2 to 3, 4 weeks.
Okay.
Because then, if there is something I could not stand, is to live outside Nigeria. After 10 days, I will be fed up.
Yeah.
Nothing will just work anymore after that.
I know that feeling.
And I found myself
homesickness.
Yes. You know how it is where you can just
I tell people my own cap is 2 weeks.
Oh,
I
think maybe I can say then, But right now, when I come to Nigeria, that's the way I feel now. After like 7 days, I'm like, why? What am I doing here?
I gotta go. I guess it depends. It's the heart, right? It's where your heart considers home.
Honestly, and that is huge, how your brain, your body, everything about you can just adjusted to a particular place where you never liked in the beginning, and now you see that place like home. And no place like home. I always say to people, look at Nigeria, for example. I can just take my car and go for a spin.
Yeah,
nobody will pull me over for doing whatever I like. I don't want to say it's lawlessness. It's just the fact that I enjoy the environment, but you can't do that in certain places. So I love my country.
Yeah,
I've been to other places since I've been here. Somebody, this Jim Obasik said, you been eating fish since you got here. I said, I ate catfish in America, but the taste was not like this. So let me be eating it. Like I will store them in my stomach. You just there's certain things that you enjoy.
The one here is closer to nature.
You see a fish, you point to that fish, they kill that fish for you right away. You do that in another country. That's animal cruelty. You go to jail for that. So.
All right. Interesting. So here you were. Bright, promising career, and then eventually you got to the US.
God humbled me.
And then you went through a phase. How did it start?
It was a phase that, thank God, that the face has faced off. But in the beginning, I don't even know that I could survive it. I found myself in a situation where I do not even understand how I got there to start with. And I started asking myself, how did I get here? What's the way out of here? I don't know the way out. I don't even know how to do it. But I just thank God because the rest is history right now. The story has changed completely.
Yeah.
I found myself in a situation where, I could not do so many things. I could not achieve a lot of things. And, when you cannot perform certain tasks because of the limitation, how you find yourself. And I just thank God because God just broke all those barriers, and now the story, I I didn't even know I could come back to music again. Music was something I did not want to actually identify with again.
Yeah.
I hated music so much, anything entertainment, to the point that I have to change my name from Dekunle Fuji to Michael Crown Smith. And at times I will hear people talking about me. You know, somebody asked about me online one day. Please, guys, where is Dekunle Fuji? And I heard some people say, "Oh, I think he's dead." So
you just went off.
I went off
the radar.
And I said, I typed, "I'm alive." And someone now later said, "Oh, somebody is trying to impersonate him." It's okay, but now they hear new sound from me. They know that I'm alive. But like a song that says, "You have made me to forget about the sorrow of the past." I always tell people, something that makes you unhappy today can make you happy tomorrow.
Yeah,
true. It depends on how you deal with it.
Yeah.
So it's a phase. I find myself in a box, but now I'm out of the box.
Happy to hear that. You know, sometimes the reason why we tell these stories is that these stories inspire people.
Yes.
You know, young people. When I was a young man, there was a time I put myself in a space that I normally would not be. And so some friends were trying to get me out of it. And I looked at them and I'm like, guys, you don't know how far, how deeply I plunged myself into all of this. So I don't even know. And then elderly man looked at me, he asked me some question. Have you done this? I said, no. Have you done this? Did you do this? No. You do this? No. You've not even done anything. Anyway, and then he told me his story, how deep he plunged himself. And look at me today. And I remember that conversation, just that conversation was the turning point for me that, man, what am I even doing? You understand? So this story is because it can happen to the best of us. When you are a musician, celebrity musician, you are in the entertainment industry. There is a lot of temptation. There is a lot of pressure. Musicians even get inspiration from sometimes. I once managed a group of guys, and to even get on the stage was a difficulty, and people were like, "Oh, you have to make them high to get on stage." So you can imagine how many creatives fall into it. I know that you were not even an alcohol person.
I've never, honestly, I'll say something to you real quick on that. Growing up, I have a good friend, Dickball. We were told that smoking weed makes you like a Superman.
Yeah.
Things that you cannot do, you think you can never get done. You just have the power. Will just come from nowhere.
Yeah.
So for me, my mom has been telling me to stay away from stuff like that since when I was a child. And my eyes, for some reason, I have red eyes almost every day, all the time. So I said, you know what? I would let him smoke. See his reaction. So
and then copy that.
I will now see that to show people that. So by the time I saw him, the way he was walking, like somebody that's walking on ice, he was carrying a step and he would look back and he would carry another step and he would look back. And when I called his name, I said, "Hey, Dickball." He just said, "Hey, Dekunle, you call me?" I said,
no.
This weed, me, I'm not speaking this bush. I'm not going to smoke this bush. So that was why I said, you see, people want you to join the gang. They want you to join, they will never tell you the bad side of what they're telling you. But they will tell you, it's good. They are in it. So they need more people to be in it so that they can be, better of the same feather. They can at least enjoy the crowd. All my friends were actually smoking, but I never had smoke because there was no pressure you could put me under that would make me smoke. I've seen people, actually losing it because their brain might not be able to carry it.
Yeah.
But I tell you, do not let any issue isolate you. Isolation, once you are isolated, you are good as gone.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people, look for people to talk to. Look for people that can believe what you're saying. I started saying certain strange things at the time. If I tell people, nobody seems to believe me. Like, are you saying those things? My problem actually did not drown me. It made me a better person. So I started fasting. That's what everybody was telling me. You need to keep on fasting. This is an attack. So the more you fast, there is a scripture that says, this kind does not go except by fasting and praying. When I stumbled on that scripture, I was like, wow, this is true, because after they've done everything they needed to do, this demon refused to go. So I started fasting. The more you fast, the more you're getting closer to God, the more you are getting more revelations. And I started saying things. One day, I found this message of Joshua Selman that says nothing just happened. That you've been doing things, you've been succeeding for a very long time. Some people are watching you. They're just waiting for the right time. When you get to a particular limit, they will approach you. And I was approached by a lot of people. I can't even talk, right now, talk about right now. But I thank God, and I always tell people, do not let whatever you are going through to isolate you.
Yeah.
But God's process takes time. But believe you me, Jesus is the only way. If I tell you that Jesus is the only way, I'm talking to you from experience. I'm not talking just because of what happened to Jacob, Isaac, and I'm not referring to stories in the Bible. I'm talking about my personal encounter with God. So this is what has shaping me to know that, hey, there is black and there is white. It depends on where you want to stand. Jesus is real. Jesus is real. And thank God that I'm where I am today. I can only say this that I'm saying to you today because He has delivered me completely and He has saved me. The music that I thought I would never be part of it again is what I'm doing right now, is what I'm pushing. I'm trying to advertise for the past 10 days. And the rest is history. The way, I don't even go, when I was recording my new track, title number 1, I was talking to a friend. His name is Buga. He just said, I'll be coming to America. I want you to meet my younger brother. He's a fantastic producer. I don't believe in that. The only producer that I want to work with in my life is Brother Kabasa or Cobams. Because they make you sound better. They make you better than what you are or who you are. But I said, you know what? He's been saying this for a while. Let me just give this guy a try. And I work with him. I'm used to working in the studio where everything has to be there. And the guy just said, can you sing your song and send it to me on WhatsApp? I did that. After 2 weeks, he sent me, I said, wow. Hey, I've heard somebody saying people that will help you will not stress you.
Yeah.
Even if you ask me to pay $200, I don't have it. And he said to me, it's not about money now. But I think that where you got more like Jesus from, there's still more to come from that. And I'm like, wow. How can somebody that does not know me believe in me so much? He said, no, I know you very well. I've listened to I've watched you perform. I've seen you doing this. And that was when I knew that God's actually sent that boy to me. And by the time we finished recording, I just could not believe that I could sound good like that. And I said, oh boy, see makeup, the way you can't make my music, you can't make it up. Like say, that's why I always tell people, makeup is good if you meet the right makeup artists. And that's why I'm able to have a new song that I'm pushing right now, titled number 1. Jesus has written my name in the book of life and I'm number 1. And I tell whoever listening, you are number 1. In your career, you are number 1. There is nobody better than you. Your DNA is your DNA. Nobody has it. There is no duplicate of you. So see yourself as number 1. And you always be number 1 in whatever it is that you are doing. So I tell you that outside the box, it's a kind of a program. It's number 1. So when I spoke with you and they said, somebody just said, come and meet my Oga. I said, who is your guy? He said, my GM. And this person, mentioning your name, he was doing like this. I said, this one that you are buying for somebody that is not with us. Me, I want to go and meet this girl. And I spoke with you. I didn't even get to know you like that until like I started talking to a few people. I'm like, Femi, good guy. And one thing about you is that everybody has something good to say about you. So when they told me to come for this recording, I was like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. But Lagos traffic.
Yeah, I know.
So it is what it is. Never give up on yourself. Don't isolate yourself. Do not let any problem put you out of circulation. It's not worth it. That's what devil was trying to achieve. And by you just succumbing to that, that means you have given up.
It's a good, inspiring story. When life supposedly writes you off, you fight back, you don't give up.
Fight back.
And, I saw newspaper article from years past. There was the experience.
Oh, my God.
And then there was the Dekunle Gold lost his memory.
Dekunle Fuji.
Fuji. What is wrong? Dekunle Fuji lost his memory. And all of that. And then to see you after all of those years coming back with something to rival, to match, and even to a notch higher than, your prime performance and all of that. It just tells people. I guess that's the whole story in this in your new body of work.
Well, you see, when people say that, someone lost a memory, it happens to people at times where something you are thinking, your thoughts just disappeared.
Yeah.
And you can just like, I was thinking of doing something right now. But this one happened for almost 25 minutes. We rehearsed for about 21 days. And when we got on stage, nobody actually remember everything that we rehearsed. And I was like, oh, wow. I've heard this before. A lot of artists have said to me that they've gone through stuff like this before. Wow.
So you didn't remember what you had rehearsed?
I did not remember. So I was trying to... I remember a bit of what we're supposed to do, but my keyboard is supposed to do something first that brings everybody in.
And he forgot.
And he was now telling me, what should I do? I was like, what? You scored everything. You were supposed to call everybody in. And
so it wasn't just a personal experience. It was the whole team.
It was the whole team there, Then I lost my cool. I was destabilized. And I was like, what's going on? So I left the stage, tried to walk within the crowd. And I was hearing, oh my God, he was freaking high. He was so drunk, he could not even put himself together. At that time, I've never actually tasted alcohol before. And it was after that, I was like, you know what? Somebody give me something. I need something strong. And that was when I know that if you allow the devil to punch you, the different appetite that you start things that you were not even supposed to entertain.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, you know what? That's why I've been saying to you, you don't climb the stage. Your eyes supposed to be dirty. And I'm like, no way. It's not that bad. It's not that serious. But I felt like, you know what? For now, I don't want to do music no more. And I feel like that was what... I didn't take it serious until I started living in America. I just living my life. I just thought, okay, they've been telling me I have a calling. This is the time and I was actually ordained as an evangelist. And I remember the day that my pastor prayed for me, anointed me with oil, and said, you're an evangelist. I said, okay, maybe it's time for me to start something new. And if I go to this church, the pastor will walk up to me. God said to me, this is who you are. I'm like, God, I don't want this. Just leave me alone. I'm down with you in that era. And somebody called me and said, I was doing Uber. I picked up this guy and he said, no, somebody said, can you pick up somebody for me at the airport? I picked up the guy, Pastor Sam. And he said, are you a musician? I didn't want you to talk in that direction. I just ignored him. Like, what is this one talking about? please give me the destination where you're going. Don't even start this conversation with me. And he said, no, God is telling me to tell you that you are coming back. I said, coming back from where? And they said, no, you are coming back to music. I didn't want to say anything to him again. I just want to have a conversation with him again. I just want to like get him out of my car and keep moving. But he said, God said I should bless you. And he counted $200 and he gave it to me. When he gave me that money, I said, okay, true to you, you're a man of God. Because
now I want to listen.
Now I want to listen. Then he told me certain things and he said, you see that attack? The way you were going, God needed to slow you down. He allowed things to happen. Don't worry, he's preparing you. There will be a comeback. And that I did not believe, but I just appreciated him. And we've been friends since then. And I was surprised when another friend, after some years, somebody reached out to me. I think it's time for you to go back to music. I said, I don't have that kind of money to go back to music. Music is not something that things have changed.
Yeah.
I left this country in 2011. Where am I? Who is going to accept me again? I don't even know where to start from. And he said, don't worry, I'll give you what to start with. And he gave me a certain amount of money. And I recorded, Carry Me, They Go. Baba, carry me, they go, they go, they go. Where my destiny will shine. Baba, carry me, they go. Anywhere better they carry me, they go. And that was the beginning. That was my introduction back to music. So, and I tell you back here to listen. Anybody that wants to help you, that is stressing you too much, is not from God. Your helper will not stress you. Your helper will not make a demand on you. Your helper will come at full cost. It will have, everything will have been done and they will just be delivered to you. For me, that was my experience. And the rest is history. I recorded that. I've recorded almost 7 songs since then. And I think I'm now back to the place where I'm actually enjoying it. And I like people in this country. They listen to God. Especially those ones that God has sent to me. And they were like, Dekunle, I didn't plan to be in Nigeria at this time of the year. Somebody just said to me, I think God want me to be a blessing to you. I think after with that vacation, you should just take it out, buy the ticket. And I've seen that coming together. So this is one of the reasons why I've been saying to people, if my faith wants to go down, it knows how to increase it for me. And I'm always praying. I say, God, no matter what I do or my bad misbehavior or whatever it is, please don't ever leave me nor forsake me. Because if you abandon me for 1 minute, these people will not spare me.
Yeah.
They will cut my head off. So, and that's one of my prayers in life, that God do not forsake me, nor abandon me. But I tell you, what used to frustrate me has become things of the past. Now I'm enjoying it.
All right, happy to hear that.
Thank you.
So let's just talk. And now you have this, which is good. This number one that is running, and I'm hearing good reviews about it.
Thank you.
I sense it's just the beginning. I think it will go really far. The quality of the song, the delivery, the instrumentation, everything is great. You have seen it all. You've been successful. You've also lost it all.
Yes.
You've seen things. And, when somebody has a successful career in Nigeria and then he relocates, you said you did not even intend to relocate.
I did not. That was not my intention. I had, when I traveled back to the United States, I had 2 visas on my passport.
Okay.
I have a work permit and I have a visiting visa.
Okay.
And I didn't know what the essence of that work permit until I started living in America. And I said, wow, that means God has prepared this table before me, right in the presence of my enemies. He has prepared the journey ahead of me. He has made a way of escape.
Yeah.
So there is nothing we're going through that God does not know about it. When I finished recording this brand new song, number 1, my pastor now, the church I attend in America, Excel, Pastor David, he's a music person. And I love worship. I love praise. And he's that kind of a person. So I played the song. I said, Pastor, check this out. I just finished recording this. And he was there for like few minutes. He said, Michael, I kind of like this song. This is good. I think this is one of the best you have ever done. Coming from your pastor, that was a very huge encouragement for me. And he said, give it your best. Put it everywhere. People can stream it and download it. And that's why I said, okay, I will go all the way to promote this. And I've been doing that. And thank you. The way I spoke with you a few days ago, the way you reacted, to the point that I've known Cool FM for over 20 years. There is no place you've
been a friend of the house.
I've been a friend of the house. You actually showed me all the latest development, and I'm like, wow. And I pray that God will continue to bless you in everything you plan to do or you are doing right now. May God actually make everything successful, because it's not easy for somebody to show you love like that, to the point where that person was just like ready to and I appreciate that. I refuse to take it for granted. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I highly appreciate that. So let's just talk about life generally, the kind of things that Nigerians care about. Because you have experience and you've seen this from the young, successful man who had opportunity, who could go abroad at will, come back, and then on one of those occasions, just like, oh man, I have a work visa. Maybe I should work small, right? And then work small became work plenty and extend. And eventually you relocated all the same. And then you went through this episode and all of that. You've met with Nigerians overseas.
Yes.
What part of the U.S. did you spend most of your time?
I live in Maryland.
Maryland.
Yes.
Was that also where you first settled in when you first moved around a bit?
It was in New Jersey.
Okay.
And after from New Jersey, I just came to do something in Maryland.
Yeah.
And that process actually, I could not get it done in New Jersey. So I tried it in Maryland. There was no restriction. I got it done in less than 45 minutes. I just said to myself, I think this is a sign that God is telling me to move away from New Jersey. And that was how I moved to Maryland. And with the job I used to do, I used to work as a radio frequency engineer. So I've lived in different states, like Atlanta, live in Dallas, because anywhere in America, anywhere you stay for more than 30 days, you consider yourself as a resident of that place. So I've lived in Maryland, I've lived in Atlanta, and I have experience living in places like that.
Okay. How about do you find yourself having what you call support structure? Niger community, where have you had a reasonable presence of Nigerians, clustered together, maybe as colleagues, neighbors, and all of that, or close interactions with Nigerians overseas?
Honestly, in Maryland, I had a lot. Okay, in New Jersey, the guy that trained me to work as a sports analyst, he trained me. Fela. I met Fela in New Jersey, and I was telling Fela, I think I'm just fed up. And when you just moved to United States, you're trying to ask yourself, how can I make money? You want to pay your rent, you want to pay your phone bill, you're thinking about how to go about it. And this guy just said, don't worry, I have a way around it. You might not make money for the next 2 months, but after you finish your training, then you start making money. And that was exactly what happened to me. I wasn't making money while I was taking the training with this guy. Then after a while, he told me he has a job for me somewhere. I did the interview. He gave me the job. I was like, wow. When I got my first paycheck, it was like, it's like you plan to celebrate Christmas in January. That was exactly what happened to me. So I benefited from some Nigerians that I met in New Jersey, and the rest is history now, because I'm no longer in New Jersey. Now I live in Maryland. I still met some people from Maryland, and they were all there to rally around to support me and give me that support morally and physically. Yes, it depends on how you carry yourself. I believe there are good people everywhere and there are bad people everywhere too. But I always say, pay your attention, calm down, don't jump into people, try to watch your surroundings before you make your calculation or you make your moves. So in Maryland, I met a lot of good people, and the rest is history now. We call each other for help. I'm not in Nigeria. My car is parked right in front of my house. The car is okay because I called my neighbor and he said, "Oh, I saw your car. It's been there for like 3-4 days." And the guy said, "Don't worry, I have taken care of your car for you. I just covered the car." That's a neighbor, a good neighbor. So I appreciate people like that when I moved to Maryland. Yeah.
Brilliant. A lot has changed since you left Nigeria.
Yes.
And you probably would have noticed it. There are global changes, but there are also local changes.
Yes.
Some for good, but a whole lot, things are a lot more expensive. And a lot of people are living below the poverty line in Nigeria. It's tough. I mean, it's easy to sit down in a podcast and say these things. But until you have people in close proximity who really feel the pinch, on a subliminal level, you may not fully appreciate how bad it is for some people. And I'm just thinking, it's a question I always like to ask my guests is, in the last few years, the drive to leave the country has been everybody who can. As a matter of fact, some people say there are only a few people who can afford to travel.
I think so.
Who will not take it. Unless maybe you've got a lot going for you. You understand?
Yes.
Do you get that impression? Do you get calls from home? What do you encourage young Nigerians who are just looking for opportunities to do?
Well, people in Nigeria can be funny, expecting you to have all the time, or they put so much demand on you, make a demand, so much demand, then this is what they want, and they expect you to just do the magic and get it. I always tell whoever cares to listen, what I don't have, I can't give it to you. I can only give you what I have. So I don't let anybody put pressure on me, because I'm not putting pressure on you. I don't think you are the only one under pressure. We are all under pressure. So for me, honestly, I say it to you, I have pressure. The pressure that I've been putting on me, I find a way to, put it somewhere else. So that's why I always tell people, don't put all your egg in one basket. Don't put all your trust on me. I'm a human. Once I messed up, all your plans are messed up. So that's why I always tell people, just depend on God. Don't put yourself under pressure. I see some people selling their houses to relocate. If where you're going does not work, what will not happen to the house that you have decided to sell here? Then you just decide to use your own life and to destroy your own life. Don't sell your house. In America or London you are running to, the house was not built in a day over there. And don't think the land is green the other side. When you get there, that's when you will see that the land that you think is green, it's just those fake carpet that you think it's grass. Please, it's not worth putting the pressure on yourself. When I tell people this, they're like, "Hey, don't tell me that. Maybe you are lucky you are already there." If you get there, it will not be up to 2 weeks before you realize it. If I let you stay in my house for the first week, second week, I'm looking for a way to kick you out, because you are becoming a liability to me. So it's not worth it. Don't put yourself under no pressure, because it's not worth it.
There are no free lunches over there.
There are no free lunches anywhere. Yeah, no free lunches anywhere.
I can't wait to get back to your music, but again, just to extend this a little bit, I've had, some of us, I'm a bit of a reluctant traveler, but I've seen things on my travels. And I've heard from a lot of people who had either lived abroad and come back or relocated, or who still live there now. I've had conversations with. And one of the things that they have shared, and I want to see if you've had this experience, is experience of Nigerians and other Africans who've been gone for so long and things aren't good. There are Nigerians who succeed, right? It's down to the ratio. Yeah, I don't know what the data, what the experience shows, whether from the people you know, out of every 5, But clearly, I don't know if you've had this experience about Nigerians, what you see, perceived, and not just Nigerians, but Africans. There's racism, there is all these other issues to talk about. But to the point you made that the grass is really not all that glitters is gold.
Yes.
Have you had personal experiences of people where in a side work and you see your African brothers just wasting away overseas?
Well, I've seen some people actually begging for money on the street. And I try to reach out to them and say, hey, you can do better than that. You don't have to go beg for nobody for money. Why are you doing that? And we're like, oh, that's all I got. Okay, I understand. But you need to know that if you look for a job, you can make better money than just sitting down and think that, So you cancel them. This is something that they already know. They know that if they get a job, you make money, you take care of yourself, you pay your bills, and you eat good food. But some just don't want to do that. And some, out of the fact that they are lazing around, they just start hanging out with some people that has no good intention for them. So for me, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't mingle with just anybody. If you don't have anything to offer me, what am I doing with you? So that's just how I live my life. If you don't have anything to offer me, what am I wasting time doing around you? I keep moving. And that's just how I've been.
And sometimes false accomplices or contemporaries overseas can cause you problems that you ordinarily might not have.
Because you allow them you get carried away. Don't get carried away with things that they show. If you like buying a Bentley today, I'm just like, oh my God, this car is beautiful. And that's it. I'm not thinking, tomorrow I need to get the same car. No, I don't do that. That's not how I operate. Your life is different from my life. And that's the way I think. That's the way I reason.
All right. We're going to come back into, what you understand about Nigeria today. But let's go back to your music first as we begin to wrap up. You've done collaborations with secular artists.
Yes.
You are an unapologetic gospeler.
Gospel artist.
Yes, gospel artists and evangelists. Some people get it twisted because your brand of music is Fuji. They think you are pseudo-secular. But, when people have conversations with you, you are very, very strong about your affirmations. At what point did you decide to do collaboration with secular artists? And what's your thinking? What's your rationale in doing these collaborations with these artists?
Music is music. I know there are good lyrics and I know there are bad lyrics. But for me, I don't think I'm better than you. So don't ever think you're better than me. And some people, their own idea as a way of starting you to get to a better place. I would not lie to you. I've seen people doing big and wonderful things. And when I get a chance to hang out with these people, we spoke at length. And I said, if you give me a chance, this is me. This is what I'm trying to become. Because I know that having mixing with someone like you influence me in a very right direction. So I try to surround myself. And when people say secular artist, gospel artist, an artist is an artist.
Music is music.
Music is music. Yeah, the content, the lyrics is what is different. So I've seen a lot of, like when I recorded this number 1, the Ikechukwu's impact actually made me realize that I'm actually on the right track. And he's such a gifted guy. And he will even tell you, take this out of it.
They call me
Ikechukwu. So I respect him. And recently I got closer to him, going to his house, meeting his family and all that. And I realized that this guy is actually from a good background, from a good Christian background. And I will say to him, go and start a church. Because the way he would be telling me, don't do this, don't do that. I said, well, so we don't have right to judge anybody. And God did not come. Jesus is not coming for me or for you because we think we are already saved. He's coming for the people on the street. So who knows tomorrow? When you start judging people too much, check it out. Before you say Jack Robinson, you start behaving like those people.
Yeah.
And that's why I always tell people, I don't like it when people talk like, oh, what are you doing with this person? Do you know how that person, this person, so-called person you are thinking that is not a Christian? When I was down, he was the only one checking up on me. Hey, bro, I have not heard from you. Even when I recorded my song, he was telling me, post it this way, do it this way, do it this way. The Christians are not ready to even pay me attention because Christians don't forgive easily. That's why when they carried stone, they wanted to stone the lady. Jesus said, if you have not done the same thing, and if you are without sin, cast the first stone. And that's when everybody came to their senses and like, you know what, this stone. Immediately I said, go take and start foundation for my house where I want to build. That's so everybody disappear. So for me, I don't say things like that. We are all human beings. God can use anybody.
Yeah.
And God said, there is a man in the Bible. God said, is my man, the anointed one. And everybody was saying that man like an unbeliever. You are not charged to choose or to decide for God. The person that died yesterday, you don't know what happened the last minute before that person stopped breathing. You don't know what he was saying to God, like, God, please, I've messed up so much. Just forgive me and let me get in. And maybe God did, and he just entered. So we're not, you can't judge anybody. And one thing I noticed about especially in this country, when I came in 2 years ago, everybody was telling me I needed to buy rice for some of my people that raised me. And they were telling me, a bag of rice is only at 20,000 and you can't buy it all. When I came back now and the bag of rice is 70,000, 50,000, nobody is talking about it.
Is it 70,000 now?
Yes, it's come down to about 60,000. Wow. I bought like few bags few days ago. And let me be honest with you, people pay attention to the negativity. And when something is good, people don't even talk about it unless they are pushed to. So honestly, I don't know what you mean by a secular artist. You realize that all these secular artists are from even church. They all started from church.
Yeah, a good number of them.
Number of them.
That's where they learned their craft.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why they are so rooted. But, the people that are supposed to appreciate them and bring them closer, they never did that. And they just decided that, you know what, let's get on the street. A big artist that passed away recently, or a few years ago, only for people to find out that the dad of that guy is a pastor. And if you listen to all his songs, he didn't say he's a gospel artist, but very inspirational kind of music. And that's how you feel.
Are you talking about Sound Sultan?
No, I'm talking about Mobad.
Oh, Mobad. Okay, good.
And that's another good one you just mentioned.
Yeah.
When I was in America, after a few years, I wanted to come home so bad. And I would listen to Sound Sultan's music. Ajo Dabile, area. I sat down one day, I started crying. I said, oh my God, this guy, just killed this song. And how do you want to say that one is a secular artist? A boxer that is boxing, that is a born-again Christian. Will you go back and say I'm a gospel boxer? No. Or a lawyer that just lied in a court that he's a Christian.
Interesting. Which even, you talk about some of these things. You are looking at certain hypocrisies and all of that. I wanted to ask you a follow-up question on your collaboration plans. But before I even ask that, let me pick you just build on that and say, you are a church boy in Nigeria. And you are a church boy in the US. What's the difference?
Man, when you get to America, your faith will be tested.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. See, a lot of us, we are hypocrites. This one is hard. Oh my God. Years back, it was my birthday. I did not plan to celebrate my birthday, but a friend of mine, I will not mention names, You see these people, people that devil will use to tempt you are your friends. So they now gang up about 3 or 4 of them. They said, we want to take you out. Let's go somewhere, eat, just to celebrate you. I was so happy. Like, finally, somebody, they didn't come in the daytime. They called me about 8:30. Like, we'll pick you up by 9. I said, dinner in 9:30. This is not sorry. We are trying to eat now. They showed up. They got to me about 10:45. When I got to that place, the crowd outside, I said, wow, this is a concert. They know I love music. By the time we got in there, it was a strip club. For the first time, I've never seen the naked women like that, left, right, and center. I would see my mouth was like this. And the guy that set me up, he was just at the back laughing so bad. Like, and the guy that actually decided to take me there now gave me money and said, this money is for your birthday gifts. You will need to spend it here. Do you know I didn't spend $1 there? On my mind, I was like, oh my God, if trumpets should sound now, Jesus, please don't come now. Please. Honestly, I was like, God, please don't come now. These devilish people that I thought they are friends. So I was very, very uncomfortable. I got home. I was sober. I could not do anything. I said, God, please, if you just take me out of this place, I will never come back to this place again. See, you have to be careful where you go to, and you have to be careful the music you listen to. The music can sow a seed, and that's that, I had issue for a very long time to take that picture out of my brain. And one day I called one of my friends. I said, how long have we been going to that place? At first, he said that was the second time. I said, no. The way you were so comfortable, and that's when you will know that the Spirit of God has departed from you. When you do certain things, and there is no check again. So, in America, the weather can be very cold where you have to drink at times in the night just to keep warm. And there is something I never want to talk about, ever, not even on social media. When I was actually going through a separation with somebody, it's a different ballgame entirely, where people will share responsibilities in the house. Hey, babe, wash the dishes. At first, I was like, I'll be waiting a long way. But I come to realize that I was not wired like that. But now I live in America, I have to start doing things like that. So things that you consider a big deal, don't think it's a big deal. Some people are already doing it. There's nothing new under the sun. If you're a Christian in Nigeria, you should be a Christian anywhere you go. If you're a Christian in America, you should be a Christian anywhere you go. Honestly, Jesus is the same anywhere you go. And that's the truth. But I won't lie to you. I've gone through a lot of tests. I won't tell you that I passed 100%. I failed some seriously, and the one I was able to pass, thank God, to God be the glory. But I always pray that, God, please, don't make me like a Job. Don't give the devil the key to deal with me. Because if you leave me for 1 minute, I'll be dead. So I don't, if you're a Christian anywhere, you should be a Christian anywhere.
Yeah. The culture shock is a certain thing, and you feel it where you go.
Oh my God. See, in Nigeria, we address ourselves by what we look like.
Yeah.
Like somebody when I was in police college, they would call me a water tank because I have stomach. Or there is a guy that very skinny, they call him Mosquito. Then, if you do that in America, that's an harassment. That's an abuse. Like you see a blind person, you describe him that,
Yeah.
oh, you know that blind guy? But in Nigeria, it's a way of life. I lost a job because one of the nurses was asking me, oh, Michael, do you think I'm big? I said, yes. Oh, you are big. I didn't know I'm not supposed to say that to a lady.
Set up.
I said, man, wait, you need me to tell you that you're big. Can't you see?
See the size of your arm.
I said, see the size of your arm. It's like my leg. Me, I was laughing, rolling. Like, the next thing I saw my sack letter. I said, what have I done?
So you can't say Orobo.
You can't say Orobo. And you know what? I said, God, what kind of sensitive...
You also can't say Lepa.
You can't say anything. Don't talk about people.
Yeah.
Don't describe people like that. Because you it can get, you won't like the end part of it, you know. So when they gave me, when I received an email, my phone will sound. I just received I look at it. I said, I want to fire me. I called everybody. I said, they fired me. See, that manner that you don't have in Nigeria, they promised. See, the difference is between our culture and their culture. And I sent a message to that lady. I said, please find a way to forgive me. Where I'm from, that's how we see things. And it was another lady that said, oh, my husband is from Nigeria. Guess what? The guy was now telling her that my husband called me all sorts of names. And she tried to reason with me, but the deed has been done. The damage has been done because I lost the job.
I know.
And you know, when you lose a job, you don't want to start all over again because you have to go somewhere, go start being the probation period and all that.
Yes,
so
it's like starting from
all over again. Yes, but like when the day I was driving, you know, I just think I needed to be on the part of the road. And the police pulled me over telling me I was driving on the shoulder. And I was like, I didn't know the road here has shoulder. The road we have in Nigeria doesn't have back, doesn't have shoulder. I said, officer, please, I'm sorry, let me go now. I will now drive on the chest of the stupid officer. He's a Nigerian. He has a Nigerian name. He wanted to laugh, but he was trying to be, not to be, you know, so he has to switch off his radio. He just said, he can't share it. He can't share it. So, and I tried to see his name, but I saw the last name. It happens to be a Nigerian name.
Like,
Yami, you know. So, you know, you have to know when you are in Rome, you have to behave like a Roman.
Yeah.
And that can cost you a lot.
Okay.
When embassy tell people that you don't have traveling experiences or traveling experience at all, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I've seen a lady that could not get on an escalator just because she was scared. And our rapper got stuck in the escalator, and the escalator actually almost squeezed, stripped her naked. So because I saw that she's from Africa, not from Nigeria, so I ran towards her. I have to go pull and she was dragging the rapper. So I have to madam, let the rapper go because that will suck you in. And that's what they call traveling hazard or accident. So most time when they say you don't have a traveling experience, they know what they're talking about.
No doubt.
Because these people, they're in your country, they've seen that your country is not as civilized as their country. Your country is not as developed as their country. So when you get there, what do? You see somebody trying to cross the highway in America, that's a suicide mission.
Yeah. Interesting. My producers are prodding me. We've run out of time. But I just have two questions that I want to ask you, but I just want quick fire, answers. One is, life, faith, and all of that. The other is also, will take us back to your music. So we talked about the shifting cultures, mindsets, and all of that. You did say if a Christian should be a Christian everywhere.
Yes.
But then again, like you said, there are pressures there that are new. You will shock you and all of that. But sometimes, so is ideology, church traditions or doctrinal issues. And one of the biggest one that Nigerians have been talking about a lot has divided the aspect of Nigeria that considers itself Christian a whole lot. And we've seen a lot of people talk about it. So I was going to ask you, which is on the issue of tithing. What's your opinion of it? Did you have a different opinion at a time? What made it change?
See, anybody can say whatever they want to say. You not the one to tell me what to do, how to serve my God. You should have a personal relationship with God. I tithe. I'm a tither. And I know when it's time to give offering. I know when to sow a seed. This has been how I got to where I am today. Mulai Jesugon was not just a bank. Before I released Mulai Jesugon, I drove to Ota to go and look for Bishop Oyedepo. Even though I could not see him, but I saw a seed. And I said, God, help me, bless me. I want my life to be meaningful. And I dropped that seed. Even that seed then was like 2006. That seed was like 2,000 naira. But that was a lot to me then. Even the trip I have to make to get to Ota. So, man, don't let anybody tell you a monkey is a dog. They have long tail, but look at them very well. I know the God that I'm serving. When it comes to my God, I won't even give you a chance to mess with me. I don't even want to listen to what you have to say, because what you have to say, I already know my father. If you know your biological father, and how come anybody wants to tell you this is not your father? This is not. No, you can't tell me that a pastor is a Christian. I know that.
Unless they bring a DNA. Unless they bring a
even
DNA.
if you bring a DNA, and my dad is my dad. There is a law that says you raise a man, you raise a child to adulthood.
Yeah.
Where do you want the child to start from?
Yeah.
Who I know is my dad. And I know that Jesus exists. If you like, call him any kind of names. I've seen him one-on-one. I've had experience with him. I found myself in a situation where nobody could help me. And I know he has saved me so many times. I'm not just somebody going to serve God under pressure. No way. Even when I'm down, when I was down, he was there. When I was up, he was there. So I tell people, òun ló ní kí n dúró mo dúró, Jésù ló ní kí n máa lọ, òun ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù, bàbá ni má ṣe fòyà, Jésù ní Dekunle má ṣe bẹ̀rù, òun ni ló ní kí n má ṣe fòyà. I'm not being pressurized to serve Jesus. No. God is for everybody, Jesus is for everyone. I know my God. And don't try to bring your doctrine to me. When devil has entered into you, it's you that the devil wants to use. I will not even start. There's a conversation I don't even start with. What you believe now, that's okay. The judge, the end. See, I always tell people, you see those people going about, watch them. There is something they believe. There is an agenda they're trying to push. They're not talking about that. Whoever it is, whatever it is, I wish you all the best, but leave me alone. We're friends. It's okay. We're good. I don't believe what you believe is what you believe. What I believe. It's okay. Go, I go.
Interesting take. So let's come back to your music as we wrap up. Are you looking at collaborations for the future? Are there specific artists, Nigerian artists, that you would love to collaborate with?
I would always love to collaborate with anybody that is ready to collaborate with me, because you don't get it. I want to reach their audience too. Compare now, talking about those people with a bigger. Do you know how that will have? What would have happened if Michael Jackson, when he was alive, should say, "Jesus, Jesus"? Do you know how many people that will have followed him? See, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about knowing God and behaving like somebody that knows God. When you know God, you treat people better. A lot of people don't have a relationship with God. And that's why they do what they do. That's why they treat people the way they treat people. You are the boss, but I see the way you play around with everybody. There is no what do you call it? There is no war around you. Everybody relates with you. So that's why you are becoming like a Christ-like. So that's what I'm talking about. You see some bosses, when they are coming, everybody just is like when a cat is walking into the house, all the rats just disappear. No, that's just to let you can tell that that's not a good person around the office. Everybody's just scared. Oh, a guy is coming. No. Even when Jesus was walking gentle and slowly, and you can feel that a good man is coming.
He was approachable.
It was approachable. And when they want to send those kids away, say, no, leave the kids alone. Because the kingdom of God is like them. You have to be like them before you can enter the kingdom of God. Kids don't have enemies. They fight with you today, the next minute they're playing with you. That's where I am. I hate to keep malice. When I meet people that like to keep malice, I just try to stay away from them. And that's the truth. Pay tithe, pay offering. If you don't pay offering, if you don't pay tithe, how will church go? Move forward. How will church grow? It's just that people that are supposed to managing those money are supposed to use the money to help the less privileged. I was a product of that. I remember my first time of traveling abroad, church, Fountain of Life, Pastor Bieber called me. He said, you're going to be an international person. I want you to have an idea what it is to fly abroad. Hey, sat on the plane for the first time. When the plane goes off, like I say, hey.
Oh, is that first experience?
That was my first experience.
Especially if you don't have it early in life.
Early in life.
Yeah.
See, where will I get it? My papa no be Dangote or Adeleke, but I go there, okay. You know, when I enter the plane when you see the way I grabbed the lady by my side, I said, Madam, please, we are together. Hold me. The woman was laughing.
This just gave me an idea for a collab with Tenny.
Oh.
Or a Davido or a Burna Boy. Are you open?
The Davido one, I will jump on it. Because I seem like a pastor already. I seem like I'm an evangelist. And I like the grace upon his life. I love the grace upon his life. If collabo with the Davido, hey, honestly, I don't know what will happen. It is not something that you need to think about.
Maybe we need to begin to walk those phone lines.
Tenny has it in him already. In her already. Tenny, at least I was listening to her song yesterday. Only Michael, Elijah. I was like, wow, this girl has a Christian background. Yeah. Everybody has God in them. Let's not deceive ourselves.
Would you remake More Like Jesus Gone with maybe a current popular artist?
Honestly, I spoke to Kobams about it, and he was like, why are you trying to break your own record? Don't worry about it. Do something. Just keep on doing something new. If that time comes, somebody offers that, maybe a remix with More Like Jesus Gone, I would think about maybe Davido or Tenny. Somebody that I know that really, really wants to identify with Jesus. Why not?
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
it's been
sir.
Such an enjoyable conversation. And I know you have to go back to the US in a couple of days.
Spiritually, I'm there. But physically,
you're still here. And I'm happy things are looking good for you. You are back in music business. Number one is the thing in the market.
Number one. I just tell people go download it, go stream it, please.
Download, stream.
That's the way you can support your brother. Go get it.
And I will be doing my own little bit.
Honestly, you started already.
We'll be doing a bit.
Cool FM. Thank you. I love you.
Well done, my brother.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.